Book Breakers on the Coyoteman Show Network. You're watching the Book Breakers on the Coyoteman Show Network.
Welcome to our show. I'm Barbie Johnson.
And I am Tisha Winkler.
We're the Book Breakers
on the Coyoteman Show Network. And remember to download the Coyoteman Show Network, Roku, Amazon, Fire TV, Apple, and your Android apps.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Today, our special guest is Ms. Joanna Falcon. She's going to be talking to us about her business, Crown Reflection. Wow. So, Ms. Joanna, how did you get started in the business?
Well, I just been drawing for a long time now. Since I've been a child, I've been drawing, and I knew I wanted to create illustrations, art that expressed a place of happiness. The type of life that I had coming up, it wasn't all flowers and rainbows and all that.
Oh, okay.
So, the type of background that I come from is important for me to create art that brings hope and inspiration and just really inspire people that no matter what you're going on in life, no matter what's going on, that you can still find hope. So that's what really got me started into this particular art that I do, that I call Crown Reflections by John Warner, because it truly is something that encourages and uplifts people, even though you're going through a hardship or a situation that could be, so catastrophic. And I'll probably break into that a little later, but that's what I have to say for now.
Oh, okay. So I wanted to show one of your creations that you did.
Yeah.
It says love. So what inspired you to do this one? What's the story behind this one? Just to say.
It's just really, when I look at this drawing, when I did this drawing some time back, because this drawing's actually on my studio wall.
Okay.
And it just gives me inspiration and hope, because when I think about this drawing, I thought about the love of God that surrounds me, the love of God that's in my life. Because, coming from the background that I came up in, dealing with domestic violence, abuse, and everything like that, I dealt with trauma. I dealt with just the difficulty of, loving my mother, and had to forgive my mother and, the things that she allowed to happen in our home. And, God brought me through a long process to where, this art was like hope for me. Through his son, Jesus Christ, I was able to find that freedom, and I was able to express that freedom in art. So when I look at this drawing, it's just like she's giving that thumbs up. Yeah. And she's like, love. She's like, love, because love will always win. The devil he had a plan for me. He wanted to use all that stuff that I went through to take me out, keep me down, destroy me, kill, steal, and destroy, because that's what he do. But the love of God came in, and he was just like, hey, I can show you a better route.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, in any of your drawing, do you draw for other people? Have other people ask you to illustrate for them?
Absolutely. It's a blessing and an honor. Right now, I'm just local right now. And, I have so much inspiration to get my drawings out there, to really work on digital illustrations. That's my heart.
Okay.
That's my heart. Right now, I do everything by hand. I even got a sticker here that says handmade with love, because when I draw, when I illustrate, I take it seriously, because it is life or death. Like, for me, like, it really is. Like, how God did it in my life concerning art, I want that to be the same inspiration in somebody else's life. So right now, I've been doing illustrations here and there for people, for my church members, people that's been in church, and pretty much God would just put it in my heart, I need you to draw this, or I need you to draw that. I've given people illustrations, and they broke down and cried.
Wow.
I've given people illustrations, and they're like, oh my God, like, how did you know, like, I needed this? Right. So it's so inspiring for me to actually see that art is powerful. Art does have meaning. Right. And it's been a complete, just blessing to be able to, share my art with people. And now being partnered with a church, I reached out to the pastor and I said, look, I want to take this to another level. I want to be able to give out my art for free, to the members of the church. And, so at this point, I look to sell them because this is my business, but at the same time, I believe in being a big servant, you know what I'm saying, and really giving out some artwork for completely for free. And I've been doing just that.
Wow. Okay, you mentioned that of course, that you were illustrating some things for other people, and then you would give it to them. So this is much more like prophetic.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Sister Barbie, absolutely. Absolutely. You're on it. You're on it because, like I said, I don't know these individuals from Adam. Like, I go to church with you, or they may show up like a new person, and God will put it on my heart, when you see that person again, you give them this. And it would be it's not even nothing that's sitting on this table today, but stuff I drew, and I took pictures of it just to remember, okay, this is how I did it. These are the words I put on it. I put words on my illustrations because I want that thing to speak loudly to you when you're going down, when you need an uplift, when you need inspiration, when you need to feel that love. I want my illustrations, this artwork, to speak for you when you can't say it. You know what I'm saying? So here it says accepted, loved, approved, cherished, crowned, royal. So if you can't say the words, you can look up and be like, wow, because, my thing is wall art. This is wall art right here. So what I want to do is, put it in frames, let people know when they get it, they can put it in a frame. Most people tell me that. They're like, I'm going to put this in a frame. When I get home, it's going in a frame. I go, okay, cool. I'm like, thank you. But that's what I aspire to do. Like, I want my art to perfectly be on the walls of hospitals, shelters, foster care homes, people who have gone through. Because I've gone through. Trauma is real.
Yes.
And it's a process, and I just want to help them brighten up their process.
Right, so they needed healing too.
Amen.
Joanna, you have been a big inspiration in my life. And
Amen.
when my mom
Amen.
had passed away, I had a picture on my book, and you came and grabbed me and said, God said, you need to change that picture on your book. And you took out so much time with me. And how can you encourage other women not to give up when they're going through so many trials?
Wow. The only answer that I can give right now is look to Jesus. Look to God, because I could come on here and tell you, that you can do it in your own strength, and I'm not here to say that. I'm not, because the lifestyle where I come from, the hardship and the trauma I come from, it's real. It's real for me that I couldn't come up out of that by my own strength, period. There was nothing. When you're contemplating suicide, when you're contemplating, I don't want to be here no more because this pain is too much. It hurts too bad. All I can say to anyone that's in that position is look to Jesus, look to God. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because when you can't find it in yourself, and believe me, I couldn't find it in myself. There was nothing there that I could find in myself, but that little hope and that little light that said, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I understand the pain. I understand the hurt. I understand what happened to you, but I'm still here, and I'm available, and I have a plan to prosper and bring you through. And that was the plan of healing and restoration. And I give God the glory, and I would tell anybody, you go to God and you work that out with Him. Absolutely. And He'll give you the strength. Yes, He'll give it to you. Absolutely. I'm a believer in that.
All right. So I'm going to ask you to hold that thought. We're going on a break, and we'll be right back. So stay with us.
You're watching the Book Breakers on the Coyoteman Show Network.
Hello, I'm Barbie Johnson.
And I am Tisha Winkler.
We're the Book Breakers, and our show is every Wednesday at 5:30. Today we have with us Miss Lynette Shaw. She does taxes, she's a notary, and she repairs credit. Miss Shaw, where can they find you?
Yes, you can go to shawtaxsolution.com, or you can Google Shaw Tax Solution, and I'm located in Rosedale, Maryland.
And remember, it's tax time, so use the one the Book Breakers trust, Lynette Shaw. Shaw Tax Solutions.
You're watching the Book Breakers on the Coyoteman Show Network.
Shaw Tax Solutions. Shaw Tax Solutions.
Yeah.
Shaw Tax Solutions.
Ooh.
Shaw Tax Solutions.
Yeah.
Shaw Tax Solutions.
Woo.
Shaw Tax Solutions.
We must secure our families. KFG Life Insurance Specialist is a company that partnered with 15 of the top life insurance companies to ensure you get the best pricing, knowledge, and products to suit your family needs. Some people believe that term insurance is better than whole life insurance, while others feel the complete opposite. Some may feel like universal life is the way to go, and others may feel it's better to have a whole life policy. The truth is, neither of the products are better. One just may be more suitable for your family. Our life insurance specialists are not biased, as they are partnered with several life insurance companies. This ensures our clients get the best pricing, education, and products that are suitable for their families. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist make these decisions easier for you and your family. Our office is located at Security Square Mall, next to Burlington, in the Coyoteman Show Network. Please call to make an appointment at 443-400-5224 or go to www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. That's www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist help you prepare your family in the present, because the future is not promised. Act now.
You're watching the Book Breakers on the Coyoteman Show Network. You're watching the Book Breakers on the Coyoteman Show
Welcome back.
Network.
We have with us Mr. Falcon. So, and he's going to talk to us about his art skills.
And Mr. Falcon, how did you discover that you had a gift of art, and what inspired you to want to just come out and show us today?
Well, I remember when I was young with my brother, we liked watching cartoons on TV. And so it was kind of funny because my mom would then buy us these big giant Nickelodeon books. It had a lot of characters in it. Yeah. You know Nickelodeon, everybody knows Nickelodeon. And so we used to try to like trace the pictures, and I remember trying to draw Scooby-Doo, and we would just like get it wrong and throw the paper out, and so you know, just growing up in tough times, you know, and there was a time where I put the art down for a long time. And so, like, I believe it was 3-4 years ago, the one that inspired me to pick it up again was actually my wife.
All right.
We went into an art store, and I was like, okay, we're going to go into this art store, and I believe she was going to get some art supply. So she was letting me know that the Lord put in her heart to get me some art supply.
You the art supply.
Yeah, to get me some art supply.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, this is interesting. And so I was like, the journey started from there. You know, I started to learn how to draw, and I wanted to take it more further. So I would just like go online and see what type of courses they have and all this.
Okay.
I would go on YouTube. I would just sit there and learn how to do certain face expressions, how to draw different, you know, angles. And that's what got me started on art. So it's like she like God used her to bring that passion back. And so, you know, I really appreciate that.
Had to
you know?
ignite the fire.
Yeah, ignite the fire, yeah.
So, Mr. to college to get some art skills?
Actually, I had thought about it a few times, you know. Right now I'm working on some other things, but, you know, I like to, I'm a person that's more like self-taught, you know, self-taught. And it's like an example, I taught myself how to play guitar. And so, you know, yeah. So I taught, and so I was like, okay, you know, and nothing against teachers, no, not at all. But, you know, teaching, having the freedom that if I make a mistake, or if, you know, it's good to be corrected,
Right.
but I have the free range to just flow in my own style and just, you know, create, you know, so.
You have to find what your style is.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. Yes.
Okay. Now you were mentioning that your mom bought you guys these big Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
books.
Nickelodeon
And so
books, right.
did you trace the picture, or you just look to see
We
if you
tried
could-
both methods. And it was funny because when we got the picture wrong, we started tracing. It was like we wanted to perfect this thing. You know?
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah. So we
right.
was like, okay, let's just go ahead and try to. You know, it's so funny because my brother, he's real good at drawing. He's actually really good. So, you know, I hope he picks it up again. Yeah.
So in your avenue of this venture, you do cartoons.
Yeah, cartoon is really my style.
So you
yeah.
can turn this and show it to the
Sure.
audience so they can see it. All right, you got your put your finger this way. Okay. So,
It's a comic strip, you know. Yeah.
I love comic books.
that's a little comic book.
Yeah, comic books.
So, have you thought about doing that? A comic book?
Actually, yes, I have a few ideas. This is one of them, but I do have a few more I'm gonna be working on in the time frame to release one day. You know, to publish one day.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes. I'm actually working on a superhero concept. Yeah, a superhero concept. You know, because I enjoy watching superheroes. You know, growing up, that was another thing that I
Right.
enjoy, like Spider-Man, Batman.
Super Falcon.
This, you see, that's a good idea.
So it's going on, huh?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So where do you hope to? I know you said you were doing some online things, looking at YouTube and everything like that.
Right.
So where do you look to see your skills taking you?
Well, besides the comics that I do want to work on, I my heart really is to teach others. You know, I would like to become so much better at what I do, and you know, perfecting my my style that I would like to one day teach others and have students under me. You know.
All
Yeah,
right,
and
so
let them know that they
learn
can,
the
so they
skills
can
as well.
learn and they can be confident in their style, you know?
So wow, when you draw, okay, let me see this. For
Yeah.
me, I got into drawing because I saw another girl drawing, and I
Right.
said, "Wow!" It fascinated me.
Right.
So I just picked up the pen. I said, "If she can do it, I can do it too."
Right.
So, but me, I need something to look at.
Right.
If I can't see it in my head, I can't draw it.
Right.
I'll have stick people.
Stick figures.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it did.
But so she how you want to say, encouraged me.
Right.
And so I just pulled a picture out of a magazine and I sat there and drew it. My first thing I drew
Right.
was an eagle.
Oh, well, look at that. Wow.
So
It was
high.
an eagle.
Wow.
Absolutely. But the thing was,
Right.
I wanted to get into painting.
Oh,
Because I saw
okay.
her do that too. I
Right,
said, oh my
right.
God. I was fascinated with
Right,
colors.
right,
I'm an
right.
earth tone person. Hello.
Right.
Earth tones. Look at me, earth tones. I'm just saying.
Right,
so, with your thing, what do you do better? You have to look at something, or you just freelance?
Well, for me, I freelance,
Okay.
and what the reason why I also draw is what I find fascinating is really the story. You know, so even if you are doing stick figures, what matters the most is the story. You know,
Okay.
Yeah, because you can look at something and say, well, this is simple. It looked like a child drew it, or you know what I mean. But really, it's the story behind it. You know, what is your character saying? What's going on? What's the emotion? You know, what's the message you're trying to bring forth?
Right.
Yeah. And if you feel that the picture is nice to you, because you know you got to feel it for yourself before you
Right.
present it to others, then that's what's gonna make more.
Okay. I
You know,
see.
it's gonna.
So what's the name of this one?
This one we call it living life simple, a journey of faith.
Oh.
Around.
Living life simple. Hello. Get rid of complications.
That's right.
I mean, does drawing relieve tension, stress?
Yeah, it definitely do. It definitely, especially in hard times like today. You know, you see everything that's going on. You know, pandemic. We got what's going on in Ukraine. You know, so these type of those situations, it can bring stress to someone's life. The economy, everything that's taking place.
Right.
And so if you just take a second and draw something, just like it. I believe that when you draw something, you express, your emotions and how you feel at that moment. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So are you like your wife? You draw in the prophetic. I'm just saying.
You can say it. Yeah, I definitely, yes, yeah, you know, because we have, like, you see our character right here. He's going through something.
Okay.
He's going through life, stress in life. So he's coming on right here. We find him, he's meditating. Next thing you know, he's trying to encourage him. He's giving him the word of God.
Okay.
He's giving him the message, and he's thinking about it, you know. Is dealing with his heart, and next thing you know, he gets his breakthrough. Yeah, he gets his breakthrough, and then he's like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you came in my life. I'm glad that you brought this word." So, yeah, you know, making things more simple, because a lot of times we carry stress. The Bible says that one of the scriptures says that casting your cares upon Him, for He cared for you.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, everything we go through in this life, we can give it to God, and it will help you get through.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you.
And Mr. Falcon, can you tell our audience what culture you come from?
Oh, okay. I am Latino. I am Puerto Rican. You know, I was born in Puerto Rico, man, and you know, raised in New York. So, yep.
I know this has nothing to do with your skills. So how did you meet your wife?
Oh, wow.
Hola.
That's a good question. You know, I was attracted to her eyes,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
and it started right there. It started right there. I was like, "That's beauty. That's beautiful.
That's a crown reflection.
That's definitely art. You know, there's beauty. You know, yeah. So, right.
So, ooh, wait a minute. I got to put my glasses on.
And it's so amazing that
Yeah.
I met both of you at East Baltimore Deliverance Church. And when I first met you, I just knew that I knew you always. How can you just let our audience know if they want to buy any of your like artwork, where can they reach you?
Well, if you know, let me change that. Not if. We speak by faith. when the book be released, they can find me in Facebook, Luis Antonio Falcon Sanchez. They can reach me there. I put up, you know, the title. I put up everything there where they can have a link to click on it, because I believe the first book will be an ebook.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so from there, then they'll hit the link and they can buy it. You know, yeah.
But it'd be in cartoon form. Right?
Yeah, in cartoon form, yeah, cartoon, digital art
Publisher
style.
right here.
Yeah, digital art, you know, like,
Okay. All right. So, I thought we were instructed to do something over there. Okay. So, did I ask you, where do you expect your joints to take you? I remember you saying
Right.
about you want to teach others. Would that just any person?
Well, yeah, anyone that wants to learn from youth to grown up, you know, anyone that's interested in learning how to draw, you know, I would like to teach that, you know, example, like this is just a circle, you know, shapes,
I wish
you know.
I knew that.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, you see, make things simple. We gotta look at art like that in a simple way. And when we look at it in a simple way, things just become easier for us, you know.
Okay.
So yeah,
I might need to take an art class then.
you could be my
not
first
too good.
student.
I need painting. That's what I need painting.
Right.
Mr. Falcon, what do you like to do in your free time?
Oh, free time. I you know, art, music, video gaming. You know, yeah, a little bit of mixing up. You know, watching movies, stuff like that. You know, of course, being with my family. You know, yeah, that's you know, and so that's pretty much yeah.
So does your daughter have any skills?
Oh yeah, she's already practicing. She draws every day. She uses a lot of paper daily. Like we would have to stack up on paper, and it's a good thing because she actually is good at doing circles already.
All right.
Yeah, she does the faces and the expressions and yup.
Really?
Yeah.
Right now.
Falcon's at work.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the family business.
That's the future of the young artists. The young artists that's coming out. Yeah.
Okay, you want to do your...
Oh yes, Mr. Falcon. Can you let our audience know when do you think you're going to be on our show again with your book?
Oh, I like that. That's a step of faith. I'm gonna say 1 year from now.
Oh,
I'm gonna
That's
say
a
1
goal.
year from now. Yeah, 1 year. Yeah,
So where you see yourself in 5 years?
in 5 years. Well, okay. I'm gonna start from the top of the list. I'm gonna start from the top of the list. A house, a business, an organization,
Okay.
a school to teach. And just flourishing, making it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Goal set.
Yeah.
Got a goal set.
Write the vision, make it plain.
Make it plain.
So, so Mr. Falcon, wait a minute. Did you tell us not the name or what your business would be the name
right,
for your
right.
business?
So what's the name of the business?
Yeah, what would be the name for your business?
I haven't really, to be honest, I haven't came up with a name yet, to be honest. Maybe I could call it living simple life. Maybe
you
I
can
should.
sing it.
Yeah.
Living
but
the simple
living the simple life, So maybe I should call it that since, and a journey of faith. So, yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Falcon, we appreciate you and your
welcome.
wife
You're very
coming
welcome.
on our show today.
Amen.
Exhibiting your art, your talent in art. We appreciate it so much. And we want to thank you again for coming out.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Ms. Joanna, off in the audience, thank you so much. And is it patience?
Promise.
Promise!
Patience.
Give me patience.
We do gotta have patience, right? Yeah.
Hey, Miss Promise with us today. So this will conclude our show. I'm Barbie Johnson.
And I am Tisha Winkler.
We're the Book Breakers, where our motto is we encourage you to accomplish your dream.
Keep dreaming.
We'll see you next week, Wednesday, 5:30.
You're watching the Book Breakers on the Coyoteman Show.